What the heck is that moron?
He might be in danger.
Don't even say that.
We can now speak to H.A. Hellier, who's a
Usually he
senior fellow with
screws
the
up,
Royal United Services
but he does get
Institute
away.
and a specialist in security studies in the Middle East. Joining us from Cairo, welcome back to Al Jazeera.
Where could he
Are you
be?
optimistic that Israel and Hamas
Maybe
can
he
reach
went
a
to a girly
compromise
bar.
before Saturday on this
Why?
weekend's
What is it?
supposed
Is there
to be
something you
scheduled
wanted to
round
do?
of, exchange
We
between
have to get ahead of the police and
Israeli
find
captives and the
Nana.
Palestinian prisoners?
We should be the ones to get rid of her. So in the meantime, you take care of everything. You deal with the Madrigales. Also your son to deal with.
Government
That
instructed the cabinet to refer to this as it's an outline, it's a framework, not a deal or agreement, which I
never
think
imagined
represents the amount of good faith that's gone into this.
What happened before would come back to
I think
haunt us.
in very serious jeopardy.
You know, with
present.
Olivia.
The Israeli government
Who's the
has
baby's
not
father?
shown,
I'm sorry, ma'am.
a tremendous amount
I'm sorry.
of commitment to this outline in the first place.
Carlos, let's take him to the hospital.
Of Palestinians that
Carlos,
have been
Olivia's
killed
still
during
alive.
the ceasefire
But I think the baby's dead.
period already have been in at
We need
least
to be
several
vigilant.
dozen. And of course, you have the lack of an actual mandated Israeli delegation to Doha that has a mandate to actually negotiate about phase two. That still hasn't taken place. People have been sent, but they don't have the mandate to do very much. And then, of course, you have in the background Donald Trump's administration talking about clearing out Gaza, a Riviera on the Mediterranean. All of that, quite frankly, simply strengthens the Israeli far right and those who really want Netanyahu to just go back to war.
So when you look
and
at
I'm sure that the
my apologies, but when you think about this coming Saturday and what may happen, what do you think will happen?
So what I was trying to get at is that there isn't a tremendous amount of good faith in these negotiations in the first place. I think Hamas is very concerned about it breaking down because the scenario for Hamas, if this breaks down, is far worse than if it continues. So it's not because they're good actors. This doesn't work in terms of their interests. But when it comes to the Israeli side, and of course they're the ones that have the most power in this relationship, they don't. They see so many different possibilities opening up as a result of Trump's plans that he's made clear over the past couple of weeks. So it's a very dangerous time. We might see an extension of phase one. We might see more hostages being released or more prisoners being released. But I don't know how much faith we can put into the idea that phase two will take place without tremendous
Through KCB Foundation's
pressure from
Tujajiri
the
program,
Trump
we're
administration
empowering
and
youth
Israelis,
and women to turn their
I just don't
skills
think
into
is very
thriving
likely at the
businesses.
present moment.
Look,
From
speaking
training
of
to
Trump's
funding,
plan,
your
the
success
Reuters
is
news
our
agency
priority.
is reporting,
Join the KCB
citing
Tujajiri
Egyptian
movement today.
security sources,
Your
in
path to
fact,
financial
the Egyptian
independence.
President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi reportedly will not travel to Washington for talks at the White House scheduled for some time this month. If that agenda includes U.S. President Donald Trump's plan to uproot Palestinians from Gaza, is this plan
The wait is over.
setting up
The
the
real
U.S.
deal is
and
here.
Egypt on some sort of collision course?
Creatives, TikTokers, Wahesh, skillpreneurs, Mascuri, Vibe, Wachaiwake, 15th of Feb, Target 1, DJ Matt, The Beat Assassin, Target 2, Jitaba, The Style Enforcer, Target 3, DJ Magic E, The Frequency Bandit, Target 4, Lingapenda, The Laughing Menace, Iwake, starting this Saturday, 10 p.m.
Against the idea that you can just move Palestinians out and create some sort of
DJ Magic E, enjoy the
So I
music.
think that it does make it clear that, DC and Cairo really just don't see eye to eye on this. Having said that,
Love
they
is
haven't really
in the
seen
little
eye to eye
things.
when it comes
The
to
moments
the
that make
Gaza
our
war
hearts
of
smile.
the last 15 months
Now it's
generally.
time to share your
I do
love
think
story.
that the Egyptian
Tell us your love
president will
story
go
in
to
a text
DC
or video, and
eventually,
you
but
could
I
be
think
rewarded a
wants to have
romantic
plan.
dinner or an unforgettable movie night. Celebrate love. The Pendo Halisi Send your story to WhatsApp number 0759434389 and be part of something special. Love is real. Love is beautiful. Share it today.
And then, maybe a visit to DC.
I mean, I did want to ask you what you think Cairo
The
will
most
propose.
awaited Christian gathering in
I did
Kenya
want to ask
is
you
now
what
coming
Cairo
to
will
your
propose, but also how long
Join Reverend
Egypt
Julian
can
Kula every
hold
Sunday
this off
for
for, because at
inspiring
the end of the
sermons
day,
and powerful praise and
it is a
worship
huge
live
recipient,
from
one of the
Rock
biggest recipients, in
Tabernacle,
fact, of
located
U.S.
along the
foreign aid.
Northern
And Donald
Bypass,
Trump
right next
has
to Shell.
threatened to
Prepare
possibly
to
withhold
experience
foreign aid
renewal,
from
growth,
the two
and
countries, Jordan
elevation
and
in your
Egypt.
faith. Tune in to KTN TV this Sunday
So there are
and
two
every
things
Sunday
here. First
and
of all,
step
in
into a
terms of the
season of
plans,
new beginnings
I
and
think it will
spiritual
really go in.
strength. Don't
I've
miss
not
out.
seen
Your
any
time
plan.
to thrive as a
But
kingdom
my
champion has
expectation will
come.
be is that it will go into talking about reconstruction, about how to do reconstruction without having Palestinians leave, so temporary residences in Gaza. You know, I think it'll go into that sort of detail, and possibly talk about
Hello, and welcome to Health
taking
and
people
Wellness, where we
for
explore
medical
new health
reasons,
trends,
like the Jordanian
wellness
king did
treatments,
yesterday in
mental
regards to
space.
2,000 Palestinian
We
children.
never ask
When it comes to keeping up the pressure and the aid, so one, Trump actually walked back somewhat.
And the
stirred
ways to
about
just
aid with
embrace
regards
a
to Jordan
happier
last
and
night.
healthier
When it
life.
comes to Egypt,
Small
you're right,
changes
of course.
can make a very
Egypt
big
is the
difference
second
to your
largest
overall
recipient
health.
of American
For this intervention, we don't use any general
second to
anesthesia.
Israel,
Oh, really?
So the
far
patient is
second,
awake
of
with
course.
us, talking to us throughout
But
the
when it comes to
procedure.
that aid,
If you
most of it
start
goes
having
right back
chest
to the
pain
United
and you're
States in
sweating a
terms
lot
of
and you're not doing any physical
engaging
activity,
with
that's
military.
a very ominous sign that you're
So
actually having a heart
it would be
attack.
really, not in the U.S. interest to actually cut that in the first place. Second, when you look at Egypt's
So let's
overall
incorporate
GDP,
these
we're talking a
tips
tiny
to our
amount,
daily routine,
and it's certainly
just
an
to
amount that
ensure
could be
our
offset
immune
by
system
support from the
healthy
Gulf.
and
So
strong.
I
Join
don't
me,
think the aid
Zaitun Ali,
is going
every
to be
Sunday at 6